What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ Season 3 character specific changes I would like to see within the next patch. Today I'm doing Frieza, requested by Vinicius Campello, who has been in my comments for a really long time, commenting about all of these different changes that he would like to see, and he gives really good feedback, so shout out to him. So I'm doing Frieza for him, and today we are here to talk about the Golden Boy himself. Frieza is a character that is most known to be a zoner, but in my personal opinion, even though he is a zoner, I think he only wins second place at zoning to none other than Broly himself, big body Broly, who has armor. He has a shield that protects him from all sorts of projectiles. And if you put Frieza versus Broly in a shooting contest, basically, I feel like Broly wins just due to his armor and that shield he has. So if I were to talk about Frieza in a buffing aspect, I would definitely say buff these ki blasts he has. I mean, actually no, because those are really good if I'm being honest myself. But I definitely feel like the character has decent normals. Of course, he has a low to L, every character's dream. He has a very good stand medium, also a double hitting low medium. So his high-low mix-up doesn't have too much of a problem when you add assist into the equation. So I don't think Frieza is lacking in that department. So because his normals are so good, they're just really good. I mean, even his stand heavy is also a projectile. I mean, how many times have you felt like you've super dashed over these rocks here and gotten hit anyways? I mean, there's just a lot that Frieza has in his kit, especially when it comes to zoning. I mean, like, look at this. Even from far away, this heavy hitting move is plus. Like, granted, how much can you get off of this? I don't really know because I don't play the character, but I do know the character, he's okay. He has decent moves. So when it comes to actually buffing him, these are certain things that I would do. My first thing is, when I think of the character, I think of Zamasu at a certain point, where they gave Zamasu in the last patch a command grab on his full auto combo, right? Why not do the same thing for Frieza? Because this honestly seems like a command grabbing move. Even when your opponent is on the map somewhere and they're accidentally hitting a button, if you throw this out, you might grab them, because, like, look at where it actually hits from. I mean, even from whiffing it over here, it's not plus or anything. So I think it would be a dangerous move to give Frieza, especially once he gets up close and personal. You know, start staggering his hits maybe, and then boom, you get command grabbed because you have to look out for it. This is something you would definitely have to look out for. Obviously, maybe make it slower to counteract the startup of it, but it's not too hard to tell if your opponent is going to throw out this command grab here. So I feel like a lot of you would be alright if they were to make this a command grab. It would definitely shoot Frieza up the ranks when it comes to high tier characters. So that's something that I would personally do to help buff the character. Secondly, my thing is, this character does not have a proper knockdown, and this is a problem for not too many characters in the cast. And by proper knockdown, I mean just off of this basic combo alone, right? Most characters can definitely pop up and then get a heavy without spinning a bar, get a sliding knockdown at the least, and Frieza is just not one of those characters, right? He has to either spin a bar and get his sliding knockdown through a vanish, and he has to either, you know, do full auto combo and then get his knockdown that way, or even down heavy and then get his full sliding knockdown. But these are the only way he can continue certain types of pressure with a knockdown, and that kind of sucks a little bit, right? Of course, he has his orb, but that's not a proper knockdown. That's more of a finisher move where you do your supers and you move on, keep it going, DHC or whatever. But this just doesn't cut it for an actual knockdown, and the character could definitely use one, because if he did, his pressure would definitely be a whole lot better. Of course, you'd come down and continue zoning, maybe that's what they were going for, but I definitely feel like he needs a quarter circle backwards, or quarter circle back, light move, heavy move, and medium move. That would definitely make him better, I guess, give him more tools, something that just allows for you to knock your opponent down without having to worry about like a down heavy or spinning a bar or using your auto combo. The character just needs something in that regard. But that's all I have to say about that. If they decide to give him a new move, I'll be very happy, because new moves are always great for the game, just to get everybody learning and, you know, see what the brand new feeling character could do. So give Frieza different moves, and we'll see where we can go from there. Up next, I think every single Frieza main, I think this is what every single Frieza main would like to have in the game. Like, this is just facts. Once I transform, you'll understand that Golden Frieza is 1,000 times amazing than his base form, right? This character gains so much. He gains loops. He actually gains the ability to what's that called? He actually gains the ability to do what Gohan does, and, you know, switch his button inputs. So most characters can't go from, you know, standing medium to a, let's say, standing light, right? So this is a standing medium. I can't go from a standing light. I forgot what it's called when Gohan and Frieza do it, but, you know, he gains the ability to get loops. He can go from medium to light. He can switch up his play style, and this becomes amazing. This becomes an amazing feature that the character can get. And I know for a fact that most Frieza mains would like for this to last for the rest of the duration of the game, but I just feel like that would be too overpowered to give this character, right? I get Gohan can get it through leveling up, but at what cost does, like, at least, like, I don't know what type of drawbacks they could give the character to make it to where he's not as good. Maybe throughout the time limit he could start slowing down, because if you guys don't know, Frieza actually, in that movie, in the Resurrection F movie, he didn't master his golden form fully, right? All he did was come to Earth, especially he came to Earth right after obtaining the golden form, and that's what screwed him up. He just started running out of stamina, things like that. And what's funny is Vegeta was actually the one that beat him out of the golden form. So it's not like he actually lost the golden form through exhaustion or anything. He was literally beat out of the golden form. So I don't know if my suggestion would be, if Frieza, like, is in the golden form, maybe certain combos, or like maybe your level 3 or something, or a heavy move knocks him out of the golden form, and they can deal with it that way. Or let's say you get 7 bars and you turn golden, maybe your bar goes down just little by little, and he's just getting exhausted, and once your bar reaches 0, that's when he loses his form, and then he is able to call out sorbet again. Because I feel like, you know, FighterZ is very, very true to the anime and manga or whatever, and I feel like they need a way to keep that in the game, because having the golden form always on once you activate it just takes away that ability to use sorbet. You don't want to completely take that out, because, you know, then it just doesn't become true to the actual anime. So in some way, shape, or form, they need to give Frieza an exhaustion feature once he is able to go into the golden form. And I think that could please so many people, because golden form is what a lot of people most likely play Frieza for. And it would also make it to where people aren't like striving to go for the form immediately once the match starts or something like that. And it would definitely make the character a ton times better, and people would definitely most likely have a lot more fun with him, especially, you know, when it comes to being in the golden form. So that's my suggestion to either buffing the move and also balancing it. Just let me know what you guys think about that. I think that's basically all I would do to Frieza, is, you know, buff his golden form, but, you know, balance it out, of course. I don't know if they want to just up the time. There's definitely things that you could do to make the character better, but my suggestion would be give him an actual hard knockdown, or sliding knockdown, I mean, from his normal combos, because he doesn't have anything like that right now. And also, you know, like I said, the golden form. And now is where you guys comment down below and see what you would do with the character. How would you buff Frieza, and how would you nerf Frieza if you just don't like the character? That's just a little bonus thing I like for you guys to throw out there. None of you has said anything yet, so you must like all these characters that I have talked about so far. So other than that, guys, this is all that I have for you. Name a character down below that you would like to see me talk about next within the Season 3 patch. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Remember that God and anime is always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for y'all. Peace out.